Guys, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk. Today is really special for me because I have a Antiguan female pilot in the building. Not only that, she's a mom and she loves to party also. Welcome to Real Talk, Fiona.
Thank you for having me on, Roy.
I'm excited to have you here. Before we even go any further, I just wanted to let you know the reason why you are here. Just from following you on Instagram, I've been looking at your page and I pay attention to how you live. That might sound a bit creepy, but I actually pay attention to how you live, and I am really inspired by the way how you carry yourself as a woman, first of all, as a mother. And I love the fact that you're very much passionate about what you do, which is flying planes. And for me, growing up, I went to school with a lot of females who wanted to become pilots. And some of them, never got the opportunity to do what it is that they really wanted to do. And I was really, really happy when I sent you that DM and you said to me that you were coming to Antigua, so that I could really get this opportunity to speak with you, so that you could basically share your journey and your story with young women on a whole. And just wanted to know like what got you into flying? What fueled your engine?
Well, my father's a pilot, and he's been a pilot for quite a long time, as far back as I can remember. However, it was not that fueled me. I became a flight attendant around 17, to try and figure out what I wanted to do. It was kind of like my gap year to try and see what field I wanted to enter into. And we had one female pilot that would have been at Caribbean Star, and she's a gorgeous girl. And what stood out to me is the respect she got from her peers, especially in comparison to the other females around. Also the fact that she was beautiful but brilliant, and I was sitting in an aircraft one evening while doing a flight. We were coming into Antigua and I was looking outside before I would have gotten into my jump seat and given all secure. And for some reason that night, I just looked outside and I was like, yo, I want to fly. And that was the end of that. But I was very inspired by the female pilot that I would have met in Caribbean Star.
Wow.
So like fast forward to now, I could say that representation really matters. Yeah. It really matters to see, or it's really important to see, to have somebody doing something that in front of you, so that you can see.
Yeah.
Somebody doing something that you wouldn't have thought of before. Because female pilots, it just doesn't sound correct even now in 2020. I still get people that are astonished when they see me come out of the cockpit. They're also concerned about my age.
Yeah.
They're also concerned about if I can do what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
So we still get that now in 2020, and I love showing that I can do everything that the guys do.
Yeah. So basically, right, you're telling me that you got this inspiration from being a flight attendant, right? And you decided that this is you want to take it to a next level from admiring the next female pilot.
Yes, very much.
And that is crazy. That's something that for me personally, growing up, having persons that I look up to, there's a few of them that really inspired me. And I can tell you Kobe Bryant was one of them, rest in peace. And I always look at the way how he lived with this mentality of, you know what, I'm going to do it and I'm going to do it to the best of my ability, right? So being in the field of flying, Fiona, and your dad was a pilot before, he basically paved the way for you and your brother, because you basically come from a pilot family, right? How difficult is that for you? Because because he has paved the way for you guys, and you don't want to fail. At the end of the day, you're doing it because you love it, right? But it must have a bit of difficulty to that. How do you handle that?
So now, after with the company I'm with now, I've been there for about 10 years and 4 months. Mm-hmm. And now I don't have an issue with it, but before, silently, because I think for women there are a lot of silent struggles that we're not allowed to, or we don't feel like we are, there's an open door for us to voice our struggles at times. There was a lot of pressure that I think even I gave myself, thinking that society would give me that pressure, or the flying society would give me that pressure, especially when it came to men. When it came to men. Yeah. I would put a lot of pressure on myself to just always be the best. And I cannot say that it was a bad thing for me, because I noticed that I was pressuring myself and I dealt with it. Yeah. So I think a lot of things in life, you have to notice these things are coming on, or notice how you yourself are affected by certain things, and then deal with it the best you can. So how I would handle that is I just worked really hard. Yeah. I don't like failing. I don't like repeating stuff. Yeah. And that is because I have failed before. We all learn from stuff. I have repeated stuff in the past, not to do it flying. And that shaped me and molded me to not want to fail again. Nice. And I don't like, as I said, I don't like repeating stuff, so I put all my work into what I have to do, so I can do it once. Yeah. And that's the end of that. Move on. Nice. I don't want to go back.
Nice. So what apart from some of the things that you mentioned earlier, it looks fun, because I saw you posted a picture the other day with you standing in front of the plane and basically kissing the right, and that was a cool picture. But what are some of how difficult is it to leave your son? Because now I realize that you're also heavy on family and you love your son to the moon and back, right? How difficult is it for you to leave him all the time? Because then when you're flying, you're constantly in and out. How do you handle that?
Well, he helps me handle that because he handles it very well. Okay. He's 8, and I have tried, and it has worked out well so far, not to ever lie to him about when I'm coming home, or if I'm going to make it home, or what day I'm coming home. I've tried to have a good relationship with my operations department so that I can be home when I say I'm going to be home. So I know that I have built trust with him, that when I say I'm going to be there, I'm going to be there. If there's the one off throughout the year that I can't be there because of something, he understands. Yeah. So he definitely helps me deal with that. It was a struggle, especially in the beginning, like when I just came back from maternity leave. I had to do 2 sim sessions and then my check ride, and then after that I was actually based in Antigua and he was in Barbados. And that was really, really, really hard for me to deal with, and I cried many nights after I finished work, because when I'm at work, to be honest, because I love what I do so much, I'm so focused on it, and then when I get in my quiet time, I would struggle. But as I said, I just push through because I have to work for him. I have to work so that he can go to school. I have to work and do what I love for me to be happy. And that way I can be an example to him, that things will be hard at times, but you just push through.
So in terms of school, like you went to school because you were born in Antigua?
Yes, I was born in Antigua and I went to, well, my high school would be in Christ King High School.
Oh, Team Christ the King.
I have never been a part of this Team Christ the King team Antigua because I had many friends in.
So you're one of them stush girls?
No, not at all. I think people say that they view me as that I'm unapproachable. Yeah. And then as soon as they hear me laugh or when I talk in, you know.
Yeah.
What is this? That they'll see that I'm a totally different person.
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely not one of those stush girls. Although apparently I may appear so. I'm very welcoming. I just like real people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can sniff out the fakes quite easily. I've been through, a couple of things in my life, and so when I feel that you're genuine, I will welcome that.
Yeah.
You know?
Because one of the reasons why because when I first started following you, I was a bit skeptical as to, how do I approach you? How do I, because as much as you see me sitting down here, I am really excited about this. I'm really happy to have you on the show because I know that this message, it will go really far because there's so many women in this beautiful island of Antigua and across the world, the region, who sometimes all you need to hear is a voice. Mm-hmm. All you need to hear is that, you know what, you can do it.
You can do it, yeah.
Right? And as a black woman, and I repeat, a black woman in this day and age, it's always special for me and for many other people to see a black woman grow and strive and spread her wings and accomplish the things that, she wants to accomplish, because the way how society is set up is not for us to win.
Yes.
Right? And so in terms of the lifestyle, whereas, you were born in Antigua, but now you live in Barbados, how would you compare the difference in living?
Barbados is, well, and to me, Antigua is a little slower than Barbados in terms of pace.
Yeah.
And in terms of, I guess...
vibes.
Yes, definitely. So, and I thrive in happy environments, and I just want to be happy, and I want to smile. I love making people laugh and telling jokes. My brother and I are, the house comedians.
I realize that.
Right?
Antoine, big up yourself.
Big up yourself. Right? So, I find that I found more of an environment for that in Barbados.
In Barbados.
And so that's why I gravitated to there, and that's why I live there now, apart from my family being there. Well, part of my family, of course.
Yeah.
And especially in terms of extracurricular activities for my son.
Mm-hmm.
I find there's a little bit more there. And
I realize he play football.
Yes, and they have a FIFA office there now.
Oh,
so
nice.
I'm hoping that he can live out whatever little dreams he has.
Yeah.
And I hope I made the right decision in terms of sacrificing being there, because it's not easy being away from my family.
Yeah.
I have no other help other than my boyfriend.
Yeah.
In terms of raising him on my side of things.
Yeah. Boyfriend, big up yourself. I know you will be seeing this. Big up yourself. Keep up the good job. She looks happy. Keep up the good job. All right? Bam.
Yes. So I've had made the sacrifice for him to have, whatever life he chooses to have.
How old is he?
He's 8.
8. What's his name?
Caleb.
Caleb is a lucky boy.
Thank you.
Very lucky boy.
Thank you.
What what is your biggest fear?
In general, or to do with aviation?
In general.
In general?
In general, like your biggest fear in general.
Well, my biggest fear as a mother is,
Yeah.
Anything happening to my son, knock on wood. Of course, I would like, yes, that's not wood. Yes, thank you. Of course, I want him to thrive and be happy. What's really important to me as a mother is that I really want him to be a happy soul, because we have many people out there who aren't happy and they're walking around and you're just going with the flow.
Yeah.
I really would like him to be a happy person, and of course I would like that nothing happens to him. His health, because health is the most important wealth. If you don't have health, you really have nothing. Not all the money in the world could do anything about that. And if in terms of me personally, failing him. I do not want to fail him by any means. I just want to be the best mother I can be. I want to, when he says I need something, I want to give him, but I also want to teach him how to get it himself.
Right.
So in all of those ways, I'm constantly thinking about how I can raise this boy to be the best person he could be.
Wow. That is lovely, and I definitely wish you the best on your journey. But before we even wrap up, I want to know now, because I know you're a party, you like to party,
yes,
right?
Definitely.
What are some of the, like, what type of events you like most? Like,
as I've grown, I realized that I don't really like night events.
So you like day?
Yeah, I like day events a lot.
Yeah.
About 11 o'clock, so it's a good time. Although it's hot and I tend to sweat a lot during the day. My face is all sweaty at parties.
I'm gonna have to invite you. The sun's out, buns out now.
I love that fete from afar.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that the first time I would have paid attention to you is to do with that fete.
Oh.
And I felt like when I saw that, I felt like I didn't know you.
Yeah.
I just felt like you were a forward thinker.
Yeah.
Right? And I think from looking outside, not inside, so don't judge me, that you've paved the way for a lot of the fetes that are happening now.
Respect.
You know, and I also think that you're not afraid to push the boundaries in terms of what you give us as party goers.
Yep. Respect.
Right? And you're not afraid to let women be who they want to be, you know, and have their fun, because everybody works hard and they want to let loose.
Yep.
You know, so I appreciate you for that. I have always said to myself, if I ever went to a fete in Antigua, it would be sun's out, one's out.
You know, in terms of now, you know, like the health, because I know you're big on health too. I see you work out a lot. You know, you work out hard. You're always in the gym. The other day I saw you were lifting. I was like, wait, what I DM you, I can't see it here, but I was like, whoa, how are you lifting these heavy things? You know, but you know. Tell us a little bit about your lifestyle in the gym and your health, and why are you so heavy on working out?
Well, I've always been into sports from since, I would say, well, of course, primary school, but you know, you have to do PE.
Yeah.
And then high school in terms of running. And I wasn't the best, but I really liked sports. I really liked pushing myself. We used to do karate, my brother and I.
Yeah.
Because my father did karate, so he kind of had that was a must.
Yeah.
And then we could do anything else other than that. So when I started flying, I stopped karate, and I guess being that I grew up in some sort of sport or some sort of activity, I needed it.
Yeah.
And I started the gym when I was in Antigua, and I hated it. Everybody would know Bernard.
Yeah.
He used to be my trainer here for a little bit, and also Cavino. Bernard, yes. Bernard, I used to give a lot of trouble in terms of working out, because I just hated the gym because of isolated movements. And then Cavino, I was a little bit better with her because she was more patient with me.
Yeah.
So when I went to Barbados, I continued on with that. Still didn't like the gym, so I started CrossFit. And CrossFit kind of fools your mind into thinking you're not doing as much work, because it fools your mind into thinking you're not in as much pain, but you're doing more work. But because you're constantly moving, you're not thinking about it like if you're doing isolated movements and it's paining here. Your whole body paining, but you're just trying to push through and be the best you can be at that moment. I have to work out because it helps me balance my life. Balance is really, really important to me, which you would have said that you have recognized in me, that I'm a mother, I work, I have to go to the gym, I socialize with my friends, all those things. I have a relationship, you know, I have to fit all those things in my life. I have one life, and I want to make it the best one and to be happy. And all of those things, what I've done is actually sit down and thought about what makes me happy. And all the things that don't make me happy, I've let them go. And all the things that make me happy, I've let them in more, and I focus on that.
You know, lovely. And before we wrap up again, I want you to, you know, leave some words of encouragement to women. I know that you have your following, and a lot of women follow you and they look up to you. I can tell you that's the reason why you're here, right? I can tell, and I just want you to leave them with some words of encouragement, especially for the ones who want to become pilots and don't know how to start, where to go. Just women on a whole, you know, whatever it is that they want to do, leave them with some words of encouragement.
Well, in terms of words of encouragement, I would kind of leave women with, or talk to you like how I would talk to my younger self if I could go back and tell myself something. No study no man when you're young. Focus on yourself. Focus on becoming the best you. Focus on growing. And then in the growth, you're going to figure out what you don't accept and what you accept, and what you like and what you don't like. And all that time, you would have been getting your education, so nobody can make you no fool. And you can always have something to fall back on in the event my boy get up in the morning and decide he gone. So, focus on yourself, focus on your education, figure out yourself, and don't let anybody tell you that you can't do what you want to do. In this day and age, in 2020, what I realize is if you want to sell coconuts, you sell your coconuts, but you make a big business out of it.
Yep.
Don't let anything stop you.
Big deal.
Do not let anything stop you at all. The possibilities are endless. And not because the people around you can't see your vision. Don't let that stop you.
Yeah.
Another thing I wanted to add is don't let, in terms of flying, what I found was really important, is always something I wanted to say, is I know numerous men, more so men than women, but women can do it too.
Yeah.
That I know numerous people that had nothing but their dream. From little boys, they wanted to become pilots.
Yep.
I know a guy that used to live in his car in Anguilla. He's now flying in Dubai.
Wow.
Right? And I'm inspired by him all the time, every time I think back about it. And even though I'm flying now and doing what I want to do, I still need inspiration.
Yep.
And I'm very much inspired by people like him. And so what I want you to know is, no matter how bad the circumstances look, you can always pull yourself out of it and do what you want to do.
Thank you so much, Fiona. And for me, I just want to let you know that I am very much proud of you. I might not have been knowing you for years, but just you know the importance of social media, and when you use it to do good things, just from looking at your page and just looking at how you carry yourself, I feel like I've been knowing you forever. Sitting down here talking to you, it's not hard. And for me as a man, I must let you know, keep on climbing, keep on striving for greatness, keep on pushing, keep on being an inspiration, not just to your family, but to the people outside of your family, the young women and the young men out there, because we need it in today's day and age. And I thank you so much again for making the time out to being here with me, and I wish you the best on your journey.
Thank you so much, and I wish you the best too.